And water, my favorite, embodies adaptability, intuition, and emotion. Finally, water, the last one. We're gonna, same thing. All these scales are coming down, right? So you're gonna follow that pattern and you're gonna go down. 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 Just kind of following the flow of each following the flow of those C shapes. And even though here I'm not following the scale, like you're not necessarily going to be following the scales, but you want to be moving in that direction. So you can see that this flows with that, right? So if I was to bring like another one over here, it would be flowing with that, right? So it goes like boom, and then it flows with that. And then you keep flowing it with those scales as you're also trying to flow it with those scales. You see that? Say this was like falling water. You'll be following that scale of following that flow. Let me black this out so it's a little bit more readable. And this is just an exercise. I mean, I never like drawn all these scales on an actual person and then like drawn background on them, but I have done it on paper just to exercise. And it's a cool way to have flow. You know, just like that. Makes a little bit more sense to you guys. I know it could be hard to read, right? There's like a wave, you know? And now let's just play around and try to mix up some of these elements with waves and clouds and fire and things like that using these scales. All right, so we're gonna say we had more like a sleeve kind of layout. All right, so we're gonna go like that. Cool. So we draw some scales right here. Draw some scales. Cool. So now we got this little grid going here, and we're gonna add some clouds. What we should do? Some clouds with some water. So let's mix the clouds with some water. So we'll start off with some water down here. Then we're gonna come this way. Now I do some rocks. And then maybe one more rock. One more rock right there. Got some little moss. Maybe have like some little water dropping through it. Right? Then from there, gonna go like this. And do like a wind bar. That. And then right here. Come down with the C shape. And since it's going this way, let's leave that one right there and keep this C shape going this way like this. And do one more this way, this way, this way. You have like another one bar right there, boom. And another rock, just like that. You would shade this like this, with leaving a little highlight right there. The rocks are normally solid black. Normally the background, you want to do the wind bars furthest back, pretty black. Trying to cross hatch them right here for you. I'm going to do this on the iPad on another video and show you guys how each one of these work together. Here you go now. If I was to line this, you go like this. And I have different formulas for each one of these things on their own as well, that I'll break down in other videos, so make sure you subscribe. This one, I really enjoyed making this little scale thing. coming through there. You got the rocks. 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 You got the wind bars. Clouds coming from the top down, remember? And there you have a little bit of all of the elements put together besides the fire. We could add some fire in there if we wanted, like up here. And to do that, you would do the same thing. Try to see which direction the scales are going, or draw new scales to go in another direction, or draw the fire to blow with the wind, things like that. You know what I mean? Things like that, Bob. So there you have it. From making scales to making clouds, to making rocks, to making fire, to making water. We can do all of those things just by creating a simple scale pattern. And if you can't draw scales, you can draw half a C. You can draw a circle. You can draw a C and then another C. And now you got a circle, right? So if you're thinking about drawing a circle, you're thinking about being perfect, but you're not thinking about coming all the way around. But if you think about drawing a C, and then you think about drawing another C, look how much better that circle came out compared to that circle. You know what I mean? That's why normally when people draw, they do these little grids, because from those little grids, you can easily connect easier. And that's how you start adding eyes and your nose, and then you start coming down into the face, right? And from there, this can be a Hanya mask with the ears. You got the little ropes, and then you start adding where the jaw goes and the teeth, and that's another class. So yeah, if you can draw something, just remember, you can always draw the letter C. It is very important. Make sure you subscribe for the next episode so I can get into doing more of these elements into detail.